Good morning. Hope you all are doing well today. As you can see today, we have an exciting video coming up. I thank you so much for joining me, spending your time with me. We're going to be comparing the original Chanel Le Beige's water tint to the latest release from CoverGirl. This is a water-based tint as well. So we're going to be getting into the details of both, trying both on. So if that sounds interesting to you, stay tuned. First, let's go over the OG. This is the Chanel Le Beige's Water Fresh Tint. This is $70. You can get it on Ulta. It has 4.3 stars. This does have a mild fragrance. This is a water-based product, so I would definitely use a water-based moisturizer. If you're going to go in with a foundation on top of this, I'm going to try oil and water-based foundations, but I think a water-based would be really compatible with it. This has 30 mLs of product, which is 1 ounce. It's made in France. This comes with a brush, which we will be using for both products today. This comes in 8 shades, and the shade I chose is medium light. I could not find an expiration date for this or the CoverGirl. In general, these products last 12 to 24 months. Let's get into some of the claims that Chanel gives us on the website. This is a light to medium coverage foundation, not just a skin tint, with a gel texture and pigmented micro drops that create a radiant, healthy looking glow. It features a microfluidic technology. The lightweight formula is composed of 75% water. It delivers a burst of freshness upon application and up to 8 hours of hydration. The directions for this are to dispense the foundation on the back of your hand, use the brush to blend the little micro droplets out, and then dab it all over your face. So those are the details on the Chanel. Now, the CoverGirl, let's go over some information on that. This is officially called the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Skin Perfector Essence Foundation. This is $21.49. It's now available on Ulta. I purchased this from Amazon. So far, this has 4.0 stars. There is no fragrance in this. It's also water-based. It also comes in 30 mLs, which is 1 ounce. This is made in the USA with some imported parts. It also comes in 8 shades. I chose medium, and I could not find an expiration date. CoverGirl says that this is vegan skin care, sorry, I'm getting over a cold, hybrid makeup formulated with 0.5% bakuchiol, which is a plant-based retinol alternative. It's perfect for sensitive skin because it doesn't have any vitamin A derivatives in it, per CoverGirl. The skin plumping formula reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and it increases the skin's firmness. It has fresh hydro tint technology, micro droplet technology, pigmented capsules that blend evenly for a radiant bare skin filter effect, suitable for all skin types. It specifically mentions our dry skin and sensitive skin girlies out there, non-comedogenic, and does not clog pores. 98% natural origin ingredients, clean formula without parabens, sulfates, phthalates, and mineral oil. Those things preserve and act as cleansing agents. It's dermatology tested. Same directions, blend between your fingers or with a brush to activate the tinted micro droplets, then apply to the face. Wear alone or under a foundation as a skin perfecting primer. So let's try these on the hand. First of all, we will try the Chanel. The one thing that I see right away is that the pigments in the CoverGirl are larger, the little micro droplets, than the Chanel. So we'll see if that affects the way that they blend out. There's another product like this. It is the Rose Ink Essence. I've seen some really bad reviews about that, so I thought that people would prefer the Chanel since it's the OG. So this is what it looks like, the Chanel. Very liquidy. On my hand, it feels really cool and refreshing. So let's apply the CoverGirl now. All right. They feel exactly the same. The CoverGirl may be a little liquidier, if that's a word. So let's blend the CoverGirl out and blend the Chanel out just a little bit so that you can see the little pigments in there. So besides the shade, to me, they look exactly the same. So let's blend a little more. This is the CoverGirl. Looks like the pigments are disappearing, as are the Chanel pigments. So I'm really trying to hone in on any differences. Excuse me again. Right off the bat, there's something about the Chanel that feels more emollient to me. The CoverGirl feels liquidy. It does not feel drying. The Chanel feels a little more emollient. Besides that, I don't see any differences on my hand. So I've already put my skincare on. I used a water-based moisturizer today, and I'm going to just apply these by themselves. I'm not going to use them as primers today. So let's put some more of the Chanel on, and I'm going to get my brush just like it says to do and stamp this on, and then stamp it on with this brush. I've already put my eyebrows and concealer on. This feels very refreshing. Let me get a little more. Put this on my forehead. I don't like this brush, I can tell you that already. I don't feel like this brush is getting enough product on my face. This does feel super refreshing. And I'm getting a light coverage. I feel like it looks really good on my face. Now, let's get some CoverGirl here. I'm going to put some more here on the back of my hand. And I'm going to clean this brush off. All right. Now, I'm going to swirl this in. And let's apply it to this side of the face. This does feel, excuse me, more liquidy. It's blending out really nicely. On the face, I think the colors look the same. This brush is only giving me a little bit of product, and I really want to build the product up. I'm just not satisfied with this brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Chanel, pump some more on my finger, and I'm going to dissolve the little micro droplets. And I'm going to apply this with my finger and see if I can build up coverage a little bit this way. So sorry, this is the first day I've been able to film. This is cooling, it's refreshing, it's blending out, the little droplets are blending out well. I'm getting a very, very light coverage. Now I'm going to do the same with the CoverGirl. Blend out all these little micro droplets. All right, now let's take some and put it on my face. It's kind of difficult to get used to the watery texture. I guess I'm used to the oil-based. They're both blending out really well. The CoverGirl has given me more coverage like a real foundation. I'm gonna have to play around with these a little bit more. I feel like I'm a beginner. So I'm gonna take a beauty sponge actually, and I'm going to go over both of these. I'm trying to gather my thoughts. Okay. So the more coverage that I build, the more I can see the difference. The CoverGirl is a little darker than the Chanel. They both still feel a little wet on my face. The Chanel is not giving as much coverage as the CoverGirl, so I think it would work really well as a primer or just a really minimalistic type of foundation. The CoverGirl, I feel like, is more suited to be a true foundation. I have a beautiful glow. This is not settling into wrinkles. It's not emphasizing texture. These two products are super similar. So again, here is Chanel. And here is CoverGirl. Can you guys tell a difference at all? Besides a little bit of a shea color, I really can't. So, what do I think? I think that the Le Beiges, it's just an OG product. I feel like I'm going to use this in the summer a lot as just, I don't really want to wear makeup, but I want to even things out. Or as a moisturizing, hydrating primer. The CoverGirl, I feel like I'm going to use more as a light foundation, and I won't use this under makeup products. These two are very, very similar. I can't tell you which one I like better because I personally feel like these are, even though they look the same, they're not made for the same purpose. This is definitely meant to just barely put a tint on the skin and maybe be used as a primer, and this is definitely meant to be a foundation. So I love both of these products. I'm so glad that I have both of them. I'm also going to wear these throughout the day, and I'll come back later and kind of let you see side by side how they look. Sorry if you can hear music and my husband in the background. He's painting our interior doors and our baseboards. We've been in this house for a little while now, and yeah, I just wanted to show you a few hours later this CoverGirl and the Chanel. I've got the rest of my makeup on, and this is natural lighting. I can't move because, as you could just see, I shared a clip of Paisley snoring. So we know we can't get up if the dog is snoring. So I think that these both look fantastic. Now that I have my powder, blush, bronzer, everything on top, I think they look the same. CoverGirl, Chanel. I think that they just both look fantastic on my face. And if you don't have a lot of stuff to cover, I think that you could use the Chanel as a foundation. I plan to use it in both ways, but the CoverGirl I only plan on using as a foundation. So I'm really happy with this test. I hope this helps you with your purchasing decisions, or if I was just able to entertain you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.